Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for dropping by. It's Jane once again and welcome back to another perfume video. If you're new here, welcome. My channel is all about fragrances. Continuing on the series called Unfiltered Opinion, today's fragrance is a very hyped up perfume from YSL, and this is called BABYCAT. Such a catchy name. This scent is super popular that it was and is probably still difficult to get a hold of at the moment. In terms of perfume, YSL is pretty underrated as a brand. I've never really heard anything much from YSL until Lib. Now I know that this perfume is probably not too appropriate for the weather in my location, but I was super curious to know what the hype was all about, and so I ordered me a sample to try. Plus, we are officially in the rainy season. The afternoons onwards have been cool enough for me to test out BABYCAT. BABYCAT belongs to the Eau de Parfums collection of fragrances, YSL's wardrobe of perfumes. This collection is inspired by the house's iconic fashion pieces. Some of the fragrances in the line are called Tuxedo, Caban, Trench, Blues, and Kaftan, were inspired by iconic fashion pieces of this French luxury house. BABYCAT is the 11th perfume in the collection and was inspired by the leopard print first used by Yves Saint Laurent in their silk blouses in 1968. And this print is making a comeback in 2023. BABYCAT is described as bold and provocative, a blend of suede and balmy vanilla. I was very fortunate to see an actual bottle of BABYCAT during a sniff session event with local perfume aficionados organized by fellow content creator Armin from the channel Amoy Piranyan last weekend. I love the bottle. It is simple yet opulent, looks expensive, it is heavy, and even the cap is fashionably YSL. And it's a very unisex looking bottle. I have this 2 ml sample which I got all the way from Imperial Fragrances UK, but if you live in the Philippines and you like to sample BABYCAT, you can check out this local DECANT store called Intrasnix and Toys. The owners I've met in the same event. They're a lovely couple. I'm not sponsored, but this is probably one of the very few, if not the only DECANT store locally to sell splits of BABYCAT. Legit. Considering how difficult or fairly difficult it is to get a hold of BABYCAT depending on where you are in the globe, splits and decants may be our best bet. Now, going back to the bottle, it is lovely in pictures but even amazing to look at in person. I have to give it to YSL. Even their perfume bottles are couture. 2 sizes are available, 75 ml and 125 ml bottle. BABYCAT was released in 2022 and the nose behind this perfume is Dominique Ropion. This was described as an amber spicy fragrance, unisex targeted, and comes in Eau de Parfum concentration. Top notes are pink pepper, black pepper, elemi. The heart has olibanum and saffron. The base is vanilla, cedar, and suede. This notes list looks to be typical base notes mostly, except for the peppers. You'd see elemi and olibanum in the base of many perfumes, so I know this perfume isn't going to be plain Jane, which got me all excited. Will the top notes go away or will they stay? But I've heard, and probably you did too from other reviewers, that this is predominantly a vanilla perfume. If you love a good vanilla, then you gotta try this one. Having said that, this isn't an all too unique scent profile. This deep, spicy, resinous, cold weather vanilla has been done before. In fact, this perfume has been frequently called a dupe of Rosendo Mathieu's No. 5 Floral Amber Sensual Mask, Laboratorio Olfactivos Vanagloria, Atelier de Source Lunfeline, Gallagher's Limited Edition Vanilla Silk, to name a few, and probably a couple of others more. If you've smelled the above and loved them, you'll probably really like this one. Having said that, unless you crave for an incense-heavy vanilla perfume in the opening, you don't need this anymore if you have any or all of the above. Unless, of course, you simply like collecting. Otherwise, the occasions and the seasons you'd wear all of the above is the very same one you'd use BABYCAT for. Before BABYCAT morphs into a lovely spicy woody vanilla, you'd have to deal with a lot of smoky incense, which could be a little off-putting to some, especially if you're smelling this for the first time. And at some point, the opening can smell of burnt tire or rubber. I personally struggled with this segment of the composition. The first 10 to 15 minutes of spray honestly caught me off guard. It could, however, be a comforting scent to those who are fans of resins and incense in their perfumes. This is perhaps the untamable wild side of the perfume that the brand would like to portray. But give it time to settle and this fades out into a much simpler woody vanilla with a tiny hint of suede to make it interesting, because in the dry down, the top spices and the resins are all but a distant memory. The suede is the perfect amount of animalic touch that you and I can tolerate. The vanilla isn't sickeningly gourmand. The peppers won't make you sneeze. The saffron isn't in BR 540 territory. Overall, this perfume is blended to a mass appealing degree with an unexpected wild opening. From smelling incense-heavy perfumes in the past, this is in the okay spectrum. It's not all too old church smell, it's mostly okay. Plus, this segment of the perfume, the opening to parts of the mid, really goes away after a while, leaving you with a familiar vanilla laced with some suede. In sufficient amounts, this is a moderate to strong projector. Sadly, I cannot overspray this perfume in local weather, even on cooler rainy days and nights like today, because this is much too thick and deep and chokes me out if oversprayed. Longevity on my skin is about 8 hours. Most of these 8 hours, this scent is a woody vanilla on skin. I read reviews that this is pretty much Kayali Vanilla 28 for most of the life of the fragrance. At some point, yes, I do believe I get that. This perfume opens complex, becoming simpler and simpler the longer you wear this perfume. From the YSL Beauty UK and Selfridges website, the 75ml goes for £165, the 125ml for £235. But the 75ml of BABYCAT is out of stock at the UK website at the time of filming this video. The 125ml is fortunately in stock if you are interested. I've seen a lot of US, UK, EU websites selling decants and splits. You might want to check your own locale for decants to try. This collection is unfortunately boutique exclusive and distributed only by selected high-end department store partners and websites. In the Philippines, I have not seen a local retailer of this collection as of the moment. While I'm not a big fan of the deeper, heavy vanillas, this I think I can wear in appropriate season once I get past the first few minutes of the opening, that is. I have a similar issue with Nishane Ani. Parts of the opening I can't seem to get along well with, but once I get past that, the experience is phenomenal. I imagine this to be perfect for late fall to winter for you guys in temperate countries. The vanilla, the incensey opening, and the warm spices will probably smell really comforting in the very cold weather. As it is, here in the tropics, I don't think I can wear this even in the coldest night of the year. If you have an event in Baguio City, the coldest place in the Philippines, during the Burr months, this may be a go. If you're one to enjoy a straight-up vanilla perfume, there are tons of other wonderful straight-up vanilla perfumes out there. You can probably skip this one. On the other hand, if you're being a bit adventurous, this vanilla will fit the bill. But this is definitely for the cold weather. It is unisex in the opening, but the vanilla dry down leans feminine to my nose. Definitely try this one out on skin to know how the notes will play out. This would make for a great date night perfume, nighttime events dressed up, al fresco venue on a cool night. BABYCAT Eau de Parfum is a 6.5 over 10. To me, it is unique in the incensey, warm, spicy portion of the perfume, but progressively becomes a familiar and typical cold weather vanilla as the perfume develops. And I suppose this is where it gets mass appealing, because once you get past the opening, it's a familiar feeling in a very likable familiarity, if I may say so. If given the chance to test this one out in appropriate weather and season, I will most definitely do. But as it is very limited wear for us here in the tropics, I think this is overhyped. I do love the bottle. I'm glad it comes in a smaller one, but doesn't change the fact that this is overhyped. I tried layering Jo Malone's Mir and Tonka with Kayali Vanilla 28, and I get BABYCAT vibes with a little bit of a lasting incensey feel to it and a much airier and wearable feel for my location. These are scents I have at home. You may have similar ones that you can layer and get the BABYCAT effect. If you have the moolah and love this scent profile and you can think of a handful of times that you can wear such a perfume, please help yourself to a bottle. As for me, I am totally skipping this perfume. I'm super glad I've tried it and found out for myself how it actually pans out. But no, I am not a fan. So what do you all think about BABYCAT? Have you tried it? Are you keen to try or are you skipping? Please let us know in the comments below. I think the Eau de Parfums line of YSL are an underrated bunch, and I am actually looking forward to explore them if given the chance. I am particularly interested in blues and tuxedo perhaps. Appreciate you all for sticking around and making it to this part of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please comment your thoughts down below or leave a question if you have any. And if you like this video, please guys don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. My next video in this series is all about Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato, so please stay tuned for that. And as always, take care you all, smell your absolute best, and see you in my next video. Bye!